right, hello everyone. Welcome to Culture of Gaming's Power Up Podcast, episode 41. 11 weeks from a year, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I'm of course your host Taylor, and I am also joined by Andrew, as usual.
Hello. Hi guys.
Hey, how's it going?
You know it's going. We're here.
And
we're here.
Andrew, you are Rami, apparently.
Ah,
All right.
that's okay.
Andrew's new name is Rami.
New name
And then-
for the day.
And then also, of course, joined by Mr. Anthony Dennis.
Yeah, having trouble aligning this scene. I'm doing well,
Yeah.
though. There we go.
Normal. The shenanigans that is studying an OBS scene, because
Yeah,
you can no
yeah.
longer specify specific coordinates in Studio OBS anymore, and OBS has stopped developing regular OBS. So you have to use the Studio. That's, believe it or not, is not actually feature parity to regular OBS, even though they said it would when they stopped development of regular OBS. And oh my God, I still miss it. Okay.
Didn't you already
Anyway,
complain
so-
about this?
And, oh my goodness, you move the blinking webcam down, and it, like, drops half an inch.
Me?
No, me. Like, when I'm trying to
Oh,
position
okay.
Andrew, it just
Okay.
keeps dropping down, and I'm like, stop it!
Anyway, we will have a fourth person eventually. Rami, who's a semi-newish writer to Culture of Gaming. He will be joining us shortly. It looks like he had some errands come up or something at the last minute.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, anyway, let's get right into it then. Andrew, how's your week been going?
It's been going well, man. As far as video games wise, I finished up the Actung. I don't know. Anthony might be able-
Actung. Actung.
Okay.
Yeah, it's German for danger.
Got
Did you
it.
do the YouTube video about it?
I
saw
did,
that.
yes.
Okay.
So I put up a fun video that I'm calling New Game, What This?
Yeah, I like the
This is
title.
me- This is me kind of checking out the game. It's like 20 minutes. It's a pretty late mission, so I guess spoilers, but not really because the story is great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like an XCOM-like. However, the one big gigantic issue I have is that it doesn't have anything to break up the combat, so it's just always combat.
Oh,
There's
man,
no-
okay.
Yeah, so there's no like kind of like in other games you're kind of there's something else to break it up. Like you're either customizing your little characters or building your base or something
Yeah.
that's like not necessarily big and huge, but it's enough to kind of get away from some of that combat that is always going on. So the only break from combat you have is like running from point A to point B, and then
That's okay.
combat. So it's
Yeah.
it's kind of frustrating because they had some neat ideas. Like there's a momentum system, which is kind of neat. It's kind of cheap though too, because if you watch the video, you'll see like I just chain like 7 shots like in a row because I can just keep doing that, and like my crit is so high, and it's just, you gotta watch it. It's weird. Like,
Clever use of game mechanics.
yeah, it's clever, but like it can be exploited pretty easily. I feel like so.
I mean, that's what exploitation is, right? Clever use of game mechanics.
And I
you
was cheesing it, man. I was like, F it. I'm just gonna do this. Why not? It's here in the game.
Just speedrun.
Yeah.
know? Yeah,
So,
okay.
doing that, played that, finished that up.
Okay.
Hopefully some more thoughts on it in a little bit. Then also I played some Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played just a little bit last night, just the multiplayer, and it's tough.
It's tough.
Just getting wrecked. I was lucky if I had like a 1 point, like barely over 1 KD. Like I was doing
Okay.
terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, 1 is good. Like, even 1.0 is fine, neutral or positive. Yeah.
Yes, but like.
If
I
you're
don't
just
know.
playing TDM, yeah.
Yeah, just TDM because I was just trying to
Okay.
familiarize, like with everything, and I kind of like it. I don't know how I feel about the classes yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Okay.
guys have been playing it all, but
I played a bit of Black Ops 3 multiplayer.
okay. Yeah, so like each one has like each class has you
Yeah.
can like have different weapons, but you're gonna be stuck with kind of like an ult, and then you have like a secondary kind of like equipment, which is kind of cool. Like I like the thing is I like different things from different characters. Like I like the grappling hook because I'm like bad. I like being close range, so I can just like get in there. But I don't like that guy's like ult. I like the girl who has like the hand cannon. Like, so that one's really cool. But
Okay.
so I don't know. I gotta mess with it more and figure it out. Like, I want to
Yeah.
jump into the blackout mode as well.
Cool.
See how that is.
Did you play the beta?
I did play the beta, yeah, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't know how the armor system seems kind of funky. Like if you get level 3 armor and you're just like a Terminator. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna wreck people. And like and I'm not good enough yet at like the shooting part about being the game,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So I'm just like,
Yeah.
I gotta figure it out. Like I can do okay in like Rainbow Six, but for some reason in this game, it's like so much faster. I think that's not good for my old hands and old wrists.
Okay.
You're 50.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I'm like, I might as well be.
Fair enough.
All right. Awesome. Anthony, what you been doing this past week?
Bits and pieces. We've got a new video in the pipeline for YouTube. A bit of the start of our new Borderlands playthrough. Recording that with another John. We have 3 Johns on the site, but this is a different
Good
John.
Lord. Good Lord.
And we... the playthrough was good, however, his microphone isn't the best, so his audio was like absolutely booming. So
That's awesome.
I've had to go through the whole the whole audio track and like mute him, or not mute him, but like turn him down 20%.
Oh,
Like
okay.
every time he talks is like what's it called? Adjust or whatever it is
Peaking.
in something like that in Audacity. And that is about to be published after this podcast. And
Is that
Awesome.
Borderlands 1 or 2?
the pre-sequel.
Oh, okay, pre-sequel.
Yeah,
Got
so
it.
when Handsome Jack is a good guy, for the most
Right.
part anyway. And apart from that, got Tekken, which I'm apparently
Ooh,
going to be...
boy.
Tekken 7,
Oh.
going to be schooled by Andrew, eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Did you figure a character out yet, or are you still messing?
Still messing with it. I didn't have a chance to jump into it last night. But I'm going to jump into it after this and see what's going on and have a try with a couple of characters and whatnot. And picked up Just Cause 3, which does not work on my computer for some reason. It gets 5 minutes in and then just goes back
Crashes?
to goes back to Steam. It's like, I can't be bothered with this. Who cares?
Yeah,
All right.
that game had some issues. If I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
It's not
Yeah.
optimized correctly. So
Even the PS4 version, bad.
And then whenever I try and like change the graphic settings to like, because I've got it set on, I think, very high or something like that. So when I try and adjust it to medium, it just crashes because it doesn't like me.
Jeez.
So I can't even change the output or anything. Apart from that, that's about it from me.
Okay. You got a PC upgrade though.
Yes.
RX
Oh yeah.
580.
That's right.
Yeah. It's
I've-
RX 580.
I've forgetting I got a new GPU. Finally chucked out, well not chucked out, but took apart the old R9 and
Yeah.
found the problem fan in it. So I'm going to try and
Okay.
replace that and then might have it as like a backup card. But yeah, upgraded to an RX 580, which is so much smoother and makes everything
yeah.
look so much better. So I'm very happy about that.
It's a very great card.
Yes. It's a
RX
good
580,
mid-tier
or 580
card.
rather. Yeah, I think that's like between a 1060 and 1070 for those of you wondering in terms of performance.
Yeah.
It falls somewhere around there. Anyway, so this past week for myself, I'm still desktop PC-less, obviously. I wanted to, so on Wednesday, okay, I asked Corsair, hey, tomorrow will be a week since you guys have actually received my PC, right? And so I just want to know, how are things going? You guys test anything yet or whatever? Even if they hadn't started testing yet, I would have been fine. Just as long as, it's like we definitely for sure have it or whatever. Yeah, we're
yeah.
still waiting for them to test it. That would have been fine. Thursday, I get the email back. And when I saw this on my phone, I wanted to chuck my phone across the room. The guy from customer support told me there was a delay in our internal shipping department, so our engineer team just now got your system today.
3
on
weeks after dispatch.
3 weeks.
Three
That's a
weeks.
pretty long time.
Well, it's like 3 weeks since this entire support thing with Corsair got created.
Sure.
How many states across did you have to send it? Like
2.
one, 2 or 1?
One,
One.
just one.
So which is
Arizona,
like 4 hours.
Arizona
or
borders
something?
California. It's like
Okay.
6 to 8 hour drive.
I mean,
Wow.
yeah, it's also up north a lot too, but whatever.
Oh, is Fremont up north?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then yeah, maybe like 1.5, 2 then.
Mm.
Okay. So yeah, but yeah, I haven't been playing anything. I have been tempted to impulse buy Assassin's Creed Odyssey on the PS4 just to play that a little bit, but I know probably
It's okay. It's a nice
It's okay.
escape your brain game, right? Like you don't nothing matters, right? And like,
Yeah.
it's not bad.
It's like, it's okay, Taylor. You don't have to buy it on PC. Just drop back to PS4.
It'll look so much better on PC though, so it'll be worth it in the end if I play it.
I don't know if it's me. That game looks weird to me. I don't know if it's the character models or something, but
I think it's the shading that they do.
okay. It's just I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. From all the scenes I've seen of it and everything, like, it looks gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but I think there's a little bit of, like, different color shading techniques that are being used from scene to scene. So.
Yeah, because the landscapes look great when you have, like, the big landscape. It's just, like,
Oh, yeah.
maybe it's the movement or something that I'm just kind of looking at.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
But I have decided that when I do get my PC back, the first 2 games I'm buying, Forza Horizon 4 and Black Ops 4. It's like, I enjoyed the Blackout beta a lot for Black Ops 4. So, it's like, I'm definitely looking forward to playing that again. Excuse me. So anyway, other than that, just watching some anime, caught up on some fall season shows. It's been going great. So yeah, let's get our first, before we do topics, here's where all the places you can stock COG on the internet, alright? The main site is, of course, cultureofgaming.com, and we have a Facebook community group, okay? Facebook community group 1 is for the main site itself, and then there's actually a second Facebook community group for the Power Up podcast itself. We have a community Discord, which you can find the link to the invite on the Culture of Gaming front page. It's in the little sidebar there. Just click the button, you'll be automatically joined, and you'll be good to go. All right, and then twitter.com @cog.net, Instagram @cultureofgaming, youtube.com/ we don't have a cool custom URL yet.
We're so close.
Getting there.
Go check out Andrew's like what this game video, like it, and hit the subscribe button so we can get 100, and then I can finally say, hey, we have a custom URL for YouTube, okay? And then twitch.tv/cultureofgaming, of course. Power Up Podcast has a MySpace page, okay? MySpace.com/powerpod. So go there, do whatever you do on MySpace. And keep in mind, all of these places I just mentioned, you can ask us questions to be answered live on the show or during the next show. If we see your question while we are live, we'll try to answer it, but if we don't, then we'll answer it live on the next show. Anyway, doing that gets you entered to our monthly giveaway. Last month's giveaway was a copy of Dead Cells on the Xbox One, and what do we have for this month? Have we got that sorted out yet?
Not yet, but I'm thinking something movie related.
Ooh.
All right.
It's just to break trend, because we do movie stuff and we do anime and comics and all that on site. So something movie related would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Okay.
So we will announce that on next week. So I'll have it sorted out by then. And we'll be announcing what the prize is for next week. So make sure you get your questions in.
All right.
Cool.
So anyway, Anthony, how about you talk to us about some PSN stuff?
Sure, if I can find it. I've got too many tabs open at the moment. So throwing me straight under the bus as usual. Sony confirms that the PSN name changes for PS4 are actually a thing. So you know how when you had your old PS3 and you were like a 12-year-old and you decided to put in the most
like @sets underscore
the most
What was that guy's name from the guy who leaked the Harry Potter stuff? The Vape Bro?
Yeah.
Vapor Bro or something. I think
Vape this, bro. Yeah.
It was like
Before vaping was, I was before vaping was cool, man.
Yeah. So you know, you've got those very embarrassing PSN names. So you can finally change it now. Well, not completely yet. Not completely. They're actually testing it. So if you've ever wanted to change a PSN online ID on your PS4 but were frustrated at the lack of ability to do so, there is some good news on the horizon. Sony has recently announced it will be testing a new feature that allows you to change your PlayStation Network name. The much requested PSN Online ID change is currently entering PlayStation's preview program before rolling out more widely to all users. So if you're in that preview program, obviously you have access to it, and you can jump straight in and change it as soon as you want to, basically, and it's free, unlike Microsoft, which you got to pay like $12 over here.
So
Congratulations,
I think the first one is free, and then after that it's like
$12.
$10.
Okay.
And then like $5 if you're Plus member.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought some of the numbers I saw was like they increase the price every time you do it. So it's like the first time is free, the
Yeah.
second time is $10, the third time is like $20 or something like that. Is that not a thing?
I don't think so. I think it's just
Okay.
set price, but
Okay. And then, are there any downsides to this, Anthony?
Well, funnily enough, there is actually. As of now, the feature will only be available to PlayStation users that have registered as testers for previous PS4 system software betas. For those that do get access, you'll be able to do your first change for free. Changes after that will cost $10 USD. So they're following Microsoft. So $10 USD or Canadian dollars, €9.99 Euro and £7.99 pounds. For PlayStation Plus members, it will cost $5 or $4.99 for £5, I should say. I'm trying to think of the correct term. Or €3.99. To make the change, authorized users can access the feature through the settings menu or via the profile page of your PS4. You'll also get the ability to display your previous PSN ID alongside your new one, so your friends can recognize you. So it has both of your names neatly tucked if you're trying to join the person's party who's changed their name or whatnot.
Okay.
Another caveat is that the new feature won't be compatible with all games. It will be compatible with PS4 games released after April 1st, 2018, and the majority of the most played PS4 games released before this date. PlayStation is making it clear not all PS4, PS3, and PS Vita games are guaranteed to support the feature, so users might see issues or errors in certain games. If you run into any issues with the change, PlayStation will let you revert back to your old ID free of charge.
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Sony. It took you 12 years, but I guess you did now say your feature parity with Xbox Live.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I guess from what I understand is that when they first set it up, they didn't use like a unique code like Discord or whatever it does, where everyone has like a number code. They actually just like tied everyone directly to their username, and it just created such an issue.
Which, okay, to be fair though, you'd think they'd be able to convert that one.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think they'd either be able to add on a system or just convert that one, like edit it, change. Because like for a PSN account, it's further even like tied back to your email, right?
Yeah, you can change your email.
Okay, but then it's just like what I'm saying is like you could it's like the way they could possibly do it is so say it's like in the grand data tree that is PSN and whatnot. You have it's like this email has this username for display and whatnot for this account, whatnot. Why not just change the username attached to the email and then make things read either which one? I don't know.
I have no idea.
What can you switch? Like, can you swap your account from one email to another?
Yeah, I used to have an
okay.
old email and I switched it over.
Because you should then be able to be like, oh, well, I don't remember my, I don't know.
Oh wait, that would
PSN.
further imply that there's some sort of unique ID given to each account.
Yeah, you
That
would
would
think.
further imply.
But maybe not like on a game basis. Excuse me, on a game basis though.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
true.
That's probably why they can't change all the ones for whatever that date was, just because it's like it's too hard. Like everyone's gotta go back in and change a bunch of stuff. Here now going forward, they're gonna be able to like put that in like the server side or whatever.
But couldn't they just make it read? I don't know. Like, if you change it on the actual, because I think this is how Microsoft does it. If you change it on the actual system UI, couldn't they just make the game read it off the UI instead of having to read it off the game?
Theoretically, yeah. Like that's certainly a valid way of like setting up a network, but then you have Sony's way, which also, to be fair, is a valid way because obviously they have a working product. But I just trying an interesting way of doing it,
Yeah. Oh,
Let's
good
just
luck.
say that like if I was in charge of designing it, I probably wouldn't have done that way. But whatever.
Good job, Tuan, for finally getting on the train of the right direction, or the bandwagon.
All right, so Andrew, you're kind of the bigger PS4 player here. Do you plan on changing your name?
No, my name's great.
Okay.
What is your name?
My name's Rubber Duck.
Oh, no.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, and then people are always like, "That's a cool name, man." I'm like, "Thanks, dude. I appreciate it."
Yeah.
Are you the same on Steam, or?
I think it's.
No,
I
I
think
think
that
it's
was my original
Duronsky.
login, and I changed it to Duronsky.
Yeah.
It used to be Rubber Duck, and then I changed it.
I just like.
Okay, I would suggest changing your login name after this. this podcast then.
Yeah.
Don't do.
Yeah.
They don't know. I'm not gonna say my email.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What I was gonna say was.
They don't know my email, which is.
You can find me at. No, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when Joel doxed Anthony that one time. Anyway. On the
Cool.
podcast. Anyway.
I don't think I was there for that one. Anyway.
No. And then he subsequently forgot it the day later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I own a PS4. I have a PSN account. Probably not going to change my name. I was fairly old enough with my set strain name of Infurious when I made my
okay.
PSN one.
You weren't 12?
No,
No.
I wasn't 12.
I mean, when did the PlayStation come out? 2006?
Yeah. Well, I didn't even have a PS3 in like 2006.
I didn't get one until like 2007
Yeah.
or 8 when Metal Gear Solid 4 came out, so probably 2008 or 8.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I got a PS3 near the end of its life cycle. Like it was 2011, 2012 when I got a PS3.
Okay. Yeah, because I was in high school.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So that there is the bigger conversation topic here of just like how the hell does Sony configure PSN? You know.
Yeah.
And this is also pretty revealing, meaning that the core infrastructure hasn't really changed since the 2006 PS3 days, or not rather the core infrastructure, the
Wow.
core back-end system hasn't really changed.
Yeah, I mean the PS3 is such a weird system, like the whole cell processor and stuff. So who knows what else they
Yeah.
did?
Yeah. This is honestly just kind of. I don't want to say
Weird.
it's to be expected, but this is kind of a Sony thing. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. No, I honestly.
It is for some
yeah.
people, I think, but I mean, for the majority of people, it's probably not a big deal.
Okay.
I'm just surprised
they-
it took
yeah.
them so long to get there.
Is it really that like? There's so many other things I'm sure they were trying to do first. So.
Right. This is probably a pretty low priority thing for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
But then did you look at Microsoft, who had it from the get-go, also at the same time?
And I
It's
mean,
like,
it's a bunch of like little details as well that make for like one big experience. So if they're missing all these little kind of features that other consoles have, and you know they're going to be missing out a bit. Not that PS4's player base or anything is lacking, but you know.
Yeah. But, I mean, you were paying for Xbox Gold when it first came out anyway, so like, you know, you're kind of expected to have a better online experience there than PS3 when they were just kind of like slapped together. There was, you know, kind of funky.
I remember back in the day, the argument always was that the Xbox 360 was cheaper, but they make you pay for live, which is true, obviously. You know, I grew up playing 360, imagine everything live. But, or grew up, so to speak. It was like, when...
6 years ago?
No, 360 came out in 2006.
2005 or 2006, right?
Yeah, it came out then. I know I got it. Oh, maybe I got one like 2008, 2009-ish. So whatever age I would have been then, I think I was like, oh, I was in 5th grade. Okay, I was in 5th grade.
Makes me feel old.
Andrew, you're old. Anyway.
Oh.
Anyway, it was. Yeah, it was. I completely lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. And then other people there we go. We're back to it. And then like people had the PS3. It's like, oh well, we paid more for our console, but hey, at least you know we don't have to pay for our online service. So.
$600 at launch. You'll get 2 jobs.
Yeah.
You want to play this so much, you'll get 2 jobs, and then you don't have to pay for you still have to pay for internet though, so whatever.
Or if you're me,
By the
you'll
way.
buy a PS4 and then upgrade to an Xbox One.
Wait, did you upgrade it?
Yeah. I bought a PS4 and then upgraded to, or I thought it was upgrading at the time to an Xbox One. And then like 6 months later, I'm like, what have I done?
Yeah, you blew that one hard, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've heard of that. I've always heard of people going from like Xbox
Yeah, I
to
know.
PS4, or
I
even
know.
better yet, like a console to PC.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I
unique.
don't- yeah, I've never heard of the other direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Rickety Kid, how are you doing, man?
Oh, welcome back, Rickety Kid. How's your day going? I
You
recognize
did-
his name.
You haven't missed our podcast this time. We
Yeah, no,
are
we're just-
28 minutes in, so you good.
And we're just past the first topic.
Yeah, we're moving real quick here, guys.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So speaking of moving real quick, Andrew, streaming is pretty quick, isn't it?
If you have fast internet, it could be.
Okay.
Yeah, Yeah. So Google did their. I don't know. Is it still going on?
It is, yeah. Perpetually on Twitter, I've started seeing people. It's like, oh, I've been selected for the Google's like stream thing,
Right.
or whatever test. Yeah.
It's like a beta test for their like, video game streaming service. I forgot what they're calling it. I think they're just calling it Project Stream, something silly like that.
Yeah.
So not great name, but that's fine. Yeah, so you can play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, a game that I think is fine. But you can play it for free, so that's cool,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
'Cause it's a beta, and they're obviously not charging you to play a beta.
Yeah, Project
That's
Stream.
nice of them.
Yeah,
That's
so
nice.
yeah, you're getting you're playing this game for free. I don't know how long it goes on for. It's probably not super long. But anywho, so basically you can play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, or I guess whatever game they decide in the future beyond this system, in like your Chrome browser, and like pretty much any device that can run 1080p video.
Okay.
This is like the next evolution of like Flash games.
Yeah, it's weird because you have to have good internet. Obviously, they're saying 25
Yeah.
down, but that's probably being generous. You could probably get away with less.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I mean, like they gotta be like, what's the high
don't
end?
know.
You know, like
Yeah.
what's the high end is 25, right? Because if they give you a low number and then it doesn't work, people
Okay.
be mad.
All right. So
Um,
just to clarify, this system is Google does all the processing needed to play the game, and then beams you the game, right?
Yes, that's from my understanding. That's how it works because
Okay.
your computer, I don't think is only thing it's doing is opening up a Chrome thing and streaming the video. So obviously it's going to take the
Yeah.
you know,
Resources for that.
the bandwidth for the streaming, and such like that.
Mm.
But
Okay.
it's interesting because I guess theoretically I could just pull up it on my laptop, right, and just start playing on
Yeah.
my laptop in like the kitchen
Yeah.
if I wanted to, right? Like I like to cook. I
If
can,
one
you
so
know.
desired.
You
yes,
like-
if one so desired.
No, what
yeah.
you get one of those fridges that have got the built-in TV screens on them.
I'm sure that's
You
coming
play
in.
Skyrim on the fridge.
Yeah.
You play Skyrim on the fridge. Oh
I'm
my
sure
god.
it's a
This is
possibility.
incredible.
Very
Okay.
freezing edition. I don't know.
Boo, boo. All right.
Keep going, Andrew. You know
Oh no,
anything?
I'm just like
Okay.
it's super cool, and I've actually whatever people. The word on the streets, man, is that it's like works pretty well for the most
Okay.
part,
Really? Okay.
and like it makes sense. Assassin's Creed, well, it's a big game right now. It's new.
Yeah.
It's not a game you really need super demanding. Like the input
Processing.
lag obviously is gonna kill you, right? If it
Yeah.
doesn't work well.
Yeah.
Like I had PS Now, PlayStation Now. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I accidentally paid for like 2 months of that one time. And I was like trying to play like fighting games on it, and like sometimes it'd be fine, other times it'd just be straight garbage. So
Okay.
yeah, so like anyway, Assassin's Creed seems to be working well. People are saying like, oh, you can kind of notice it dip, like you're streaming a video, right? And like you notice the
Yeah.
quality just kind of like automatically just goes down, and gets a little pixely or whatever, depending on how bad it drops. But can it run too?
Yeah, can it run Doom? It should be. If it can run Odyssey, it should be able to run Doom.
I think you're just referring to the fridge.
Oh,
Yeah.
Um,
The fridge
But
can run
yeah.
whatever you want as long as it can run Chrome. And it's
Yeah.
like,
true,
damn.
yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, so I have a couple of questions about this. Is it going to be like a Game Pass situation where it's like a kind of just a central hub for all these games, and then you
I
can
would
just
imagine
kind
so.
of pick and choose what you want to play?
I would
I would-
assume, right?
I
Yeah.
would imagine so. Like, that would seem to make the most sense to do this service.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
and I don't think anyone wants to pay like $60 for a game that they don't actually own. They can only get streamed to. You know,
Yeah.
right.
like, I don't think anyone wants to do that. So
Yeah.
this definitely seems streams like subscription model to me.
Yeah.
Let me say this though. I remember a couple years ago, this would have been 2017 CES. Nvidia had a similar service that they were trying to demonstrate, and it was horrible. It was horrible. Like the whole like cloud processing thing and then being to a PC, it was not good. They did it with Witcher 3, and okay, to be fair, the game ran pretty well to its credit and everything. It was just the input lag was horrible.
That's the issue, right?
Yeah, super unimpressed. Super unimpressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this seems like on live. They tried that years ago, right?
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about PS Now a little bit, but they kind of tried that only with PlayStation. I think you could do it on your computer actually as well.
Okay.
Thing. I don't know though. I could be wrong. I know you could play stuff on your computer with kind of PlayStation. How it works.
Anthony, did you have more questions to bring up or whatever?
Well, I'm still kind of just trying to wrap my head around it. Like, one thing that I find quite interesting is the whole, they've kept it under wraps pretty well. As far as about 2 or 3 months ago, it was rumored that, Google's going to do their own console.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like actual standalone hardware kind of thing. And they've kept it under wraps, like, amazingly considering, and they've spun the rumor quite well to make everybody think, oh yeah, they're going to do a console and it's going to rival Xbox One and blah, blah, blah. And now it's come out that they're going to be doing streaming. I find it's not really going to work very well here because we have, like, worse internet than most third-party countries. Australia does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, there are good spots of internet in the United States, but for the most part, I want to say most people probably don't have that.
25, yeah.
25 down is not. I mean, it's.
That seems really low to be streaming a game, though. To be honest, like.
Yeah, well, when you think about streaming, it's just streaming the video, right? It's not necessarily.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
It's not having to encode or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just beaming.
Makes a little bit more sense. Okay.
The video, so I don't think you need 25 down for like HD Netflix. That seems really high, but.
Right, so it's like
Could be
25
wrong.
down converts to a little over 3 megabytes per second.
Yeah.
Rickety Kid brings up a good point. I wonder if the Google streaming service will have Chromecast support.
Oh, I hope it does. I hope it
Yeah.
does.
That would be like
That's
the
better.
way they did it on every TV, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, that would.
here it is.
Although the issue is that would imply Google be smart with their hardware implementations, and they don't have a
Wow.
track record of that. I'm super. Oh god, I'm so upset about the Pixel 3. I really am. I'm so upset about so many hardware choices Google has made over the years.
Did they not just get a new CEO? Or was that someone else, I think?
That was something else.
yeah.
That's something else. But yeah, either way, it's just like
Notch is too big for you.
they are. I saw one at Best Buy earlier today. I was getting my buddy a birthday present there, and they had a Pixel 3 on display. The notches are massive. Oh
It's
my
pretty
god.
big, yeah.
I thought, like, I hadn't seen an actual just like front, or I had seen some front-facing pictures on like Twitter and Reddit and whatnot, but you know, the camera doesn't always do it justice. And people were like, it's huge, it's huge. I would look at these pictures. I don't think it's too bad. This is
It's
maybe
not
just a
too
little
bad.
bit better than like an iPhone X. I saw it in person. Oh my god, it's huge. It's
Yeah.
massive.
Is
It's
it
just
that big of a
absolutely-
deal? Why do people get so upset? It's so funny.
Well, you see, I think there's so many better uses for the notches than what we're given now.
My day's ruined!
Gotta
Yeah,
get
my
that,
day-
the good ear placement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back
yeah.
to side talking. I was just watching some N-Gage stuff. You have to
Woo.
like hold
Yeah,
the
woo.
N-Gage to the side of your, like, if the phone is like normal like this, you would turn it like that.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that. That's what I want.
Okay.
Doctor-
See, I just prefer.
yeah, Doctor Who.
I would just prefer no notches in general. But yeah, I don't know. Some people. I think if a company were to really do the notch thing right, like have some really cool use for it, you know, and like advertise it all to hell, no matter how gimmicky it might seem. Kind of like what Samsung did with the Edge when they came out with it. You know, they're really just like super duper, almost 90-degree curved screen back on the S6 Edge. Oh, good times. I love that phone. But anyway, if they were to market it similar to how like Samsung did that, what is ultimately a gimmick but with some degree of functionality into it, then that'd be. I think the notches would succeed. I think that the notches would succeed. Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
What
Yeah.
did you say, Andrew? Because it cut out.
I wonder if you could. I'm gonna bring this full circle. I wonder
Yeah.
if you could be able to stream it on your phone, like games on your.
You know what? That's not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as
Wow.
you could like putting. I don't know how you would hook your controller up to it, but
Well,
I mean,
okay, so
yeah.
like SteelSeries makes mobile controllers.
okay. Well, yeah, you could do that. I
There,
guess.
so yeah, there
or
you go. Yeah.
Bluetooth somehow.
And
Yeah.
Sony's already kind of done it with the whole PS4 / Sony Wait, what was
Xperia
it?
or whatever.
Yeah, Xperia, that's it.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. And that worked
And the
quite
Vita.
well. Yeah.
And the Vita.
Mm.
Yeah, the Vita did the whole remote play, but that didn't work. It worked okay. It didn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Vita
So-
was ahead of its time, but whatever.
Kinda. I mean, sorta, but
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
Vita 2.0?
It means life.
Yeah.
Just for-
Yeah, it's just okay. Google, please get
Don't
some.
mess it up.
yeah. Well, I'm interested in this.
Please.
This could be interesting. Yeah, this could be really interesting.
I don't think it's great for like multiplayer games. Obviously, I'm not gonna be sitting there playing Call of Duty or Tekken on it, but
Come on, Tekken on the fridge? Who can resist?
it's actually pretty cool. I take it back.
So
Your
you
girlfriend will just be like coming out to get something in the fridge. You'll just be like standing there for hours playing Tekken, you know?
Just be in my robe and my bunny slippers.
Yeah, it's just like, what are you doing? Well, I went to get coffee, but I decided
Yeah.
Tekken instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's real. It happens.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Hmm.
Okay, so I guess last question for this would be, are you guys super interested in this personally? Like, would you be willing to try this out?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
definitely. I have pretty good internet, so like I could
Okay.
try that and not not like worry about it. Yeah,
Okay.
might as well try it. As long as it's like a fair price and stuff like that. I'm sure there'll be a free trial and all that stuff eventually. Who knows when this comes out? Probably not until like at least next year.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably not even. Oh, it's a beta test. I don't know what beta means anymore.
Yeah, they have like beta 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 betas,
Yeah.
and then bang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we finally decided. I mean, as long as they implement it correctly, and as long as they kind of set it up as like a streaming service, where you know you're paying your whatever it is a month, $5 a month or $10 a month or whatever. It would also be pretty cool to see them kind of have the option to kind of download part of the game and then kind of play it on the go.
Okay.
But then that would be problematic because then you'd have to use your device as like the processor for everything instead of it kind of streaming.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how they go with this, and they'll probably do like a stream. What is it? Steam box kind of thing, maybe. Where it's like they'll sell a console not like a console, but like a
yeah, exactly like
like a stream box alongside of it.
Well, why
Well,
not
it's
just
not-
build that into Chromecast? You
Yeah,
know?
Yeah.
true.
Like, yeah, as we brought up earlier, it's like just implement that into
What is that?
Chromecast. You know?
Is it called what is that thing called? Steam.
Steam
Link.
box,
Steam Link.
Steam Link.
Steam
There it
Link.
is. That's it. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
And-
So I guess it's like my thoughts on this whole thing is basically I got such a bad taste in my mouth that from when Nvidia tried to do this that I don't think I'd be willing to try it again, because I look at it like this. You know, Nvidia has been in the serious like graphic computing and cloud graphic computing process for longer than Google has, and so I kind of figure, you know, it's like if they tried it and it failed, then it's like why would Google succeed? But you never
Sure.
know. It could be that, you know, Google just had a different approach to doing it that worked
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
than what Nvidia thought would work,
Mm.
which is valid also. So yeah,
Fair enough.
maybe
Makes
there's
sense.
like a killer game or something on it that comes out only
Sure.
from Google streaming. That'd be a little bit insane, but
Lucky's Tale 2.
Okay. Yeah. Can I just say one more thing about the Pixel 3 though?
Oh boy.
Okay. Google has their event, okay? And then when they showed off the Pixel 3, and then Razer has, you know, the keyboard and mice company and laptop company and whatnot. Razer.
Razer phone?
Yeah. Come out
Oh,
with the
man.
Razer phone. It's like they announced the Razer phone 2 that does things infinitely better than Google's own Pixel does on their own Android system.
Yeah. I remember my Razer. I want to get a Razer phone, and it was really thin, and it was like a nice thin flip phone. That's a good
Oh, not that kind of Razer phone. I remember those though. I remember those. Yeah.
Ooh, Tekken toaster Tekken. That'd be.
Toaster
I don't have a
Tekken.
toaster. I can't even play. Tekken
Wait,
on
you
my
don't
toaster.
have a toaster?
No, I don't have
What?
a microwave or a toaster.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. We
Living
don't
that
have
clean life.
we don't have a microwave, but
No, my moved out, and the toaster and the microwave.
wait, what?
Well, do you know what you
I-
gotta do, Andrew? Do you know what you can do? You can put yourself up with an Alexa smart microwave.
I don't want that. That sounds terrible. Just
It's like $60.
rub the bread on my body heat, and then I have toast.
It's like
Have you got
$60,
like a
which-
griller? Like,
No, I have an oven which has a broil thing if I
Okay.
want to toast stuff.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
a savage.
do you call them broils over there? Do you?
I mean, my oven has a broil mode where like.
Yeah,
Fire?
from the top. Okay, so we just call that a
Yeah.
griller, like a griller mode.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Man, other countries, how do they work? Anyway,
Not like you.
that Alexa smart microwave thing, I will say that I really hope there's like some sort of weight sensor or something that they have, or else your kid is just gonna be like, Alexa, microwave nothing for like 9 minutes, you know?
Oh
Just
no,
like they're-
yeah, that's a
Put the
bad
baby
idea.
in. Put the baby
it's
in
like-
the microwave.
It's like they're gonna be playing. Yeah. It's,
Talking about Alexa, because we're going pretty quick, I might actually bring this up. The latest Xbox update, Xbox One update, is going to be implementing Alexa, like Alexa mode.
Sure.
I don't have all the facts or anything on that because I wasn't expecting to talk about it, but it's just an interesting thing. And they're also bringing a phone mode as well, where you can kind of like pair your phone to your Xbox,
Oh,
I
weird.
believe.
Oh, kind
What's
of.
that-
So
What does that do?
kind of.
What's the point of that?
I think it's, well, you know how they, during E3, they were doing, or I think it was Gamescom, they were doing the Xbox Game Pass app, where you can, you know, schedule downloads and all that kind of thing for your console.
Oh, that's what I'm
Oh,
thinking.
I see, okay.
Yeah, they're going to be pairing that up more so with the console. So they're going to be
Okay.
adding a couple of new elements into that and whatnot. So, seems pretty interesting.
Yeah, can you do
That's
that,
what
like,
Go ahead.
I know PlayStation does it, like, I can go on my browser here, buy something, and download it to my PlayStation. I don't, is that how Xbox works too? You can't do that already?
That's their proposed plan for it.
Yeah.
is basically
Oh, they haven't been able,
phone app.
okay.
No.
That's good, because they have a phone app. I don't know if I bought anything on my, I think I've downloaded stuff, like, for free. Like, there's a demo, and I was out, and I was like, oh, it's a demo, I'm going to download on my phone, and
Yeah.
my thing here just kind of automatically kicks on and downloads.
If Steam put that functionality into their app, that would be so useful. Like that would go over so well.
Yeah.
That would go over so well with people,
Oh, come
especially
on.
during sales. Especially during sales.
Oh, I do want to brag a little bit. When I downloaded Black Ops last night, Anthony, it took me like 15 minutes, dude. It was beautiful. He's sitting
Awesome.
there like 3 days.
American-
He's probably downloading that. Dude.
American internet. I heard someone like so back when RDR2 was still in the news for the 100 gigabyte like download, even on physical media.
Yeah.
I heard someone calculate that if you have an average internet speed in Australia, it would take you like a day and 3 hours
Yeah.
to download it.
It's gonna take long regardless.
about
where you
right.
are. I wonder if they'll let you play halfway through, because like, that's how Black Ops worked. It was like
Jump
up
in,
to a certain
yeah.
point, it was like
Oh.
you could still play as
Yeah.
long as we're this far in, and then the rest will download while you're playing, which is really cool actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blizzard
Wow.
developed that whole thing back in like 2011 because
Yeah.
angry WoW nerds couldn't wait to play, like on major patch days. So they developed that whole system, and they've kept it super proprietary since then.
Well, I know PlayStation kind of does that, but not
Yeah.
not as well, I don't think.
Okay.
Because I remember when PS4 first came out, I was like, oh, you want to download the single player first or the multiplayer first? Kind of like,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
weird,
that's right,
but
yeah.
it was like, and no one ever does it
Yeah.
anymore. But it was interesting when they first started doing that.
And that's how I think consoles work like that as well, where you can download half of it and then jump in and then it's like locked or whatnot.
Oh, there was a game I remember playing, and it was like you can't play any further because it hasn't downloaded yet. It was pretty.
Oh
funny.
no.
Yeah, it was like 2 hours in, and you're just like, no, you can't play anymore.
Oh no.
Wait for the
Download
download.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
On PC, Call of Duty has always been split up, so you have to download like
Oh.
the campaign, and then you have to download the multiplayer. So you always split it up like that. So it's like you could, install the campaign, play through that, and then uninstall the
What-
campaign, just do the multiplayer.
What if they took out the campaign though?
Then you just download the whole game.
Oh, okay.
You just download the whole game.
Does Black Ops...
This was
yeah.
on Steam, and I don't think the Battle.net launcher
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I
I
remember
don't think
that.
the Battle.net launcher has that sort of granularity
Yeah.
to it.
Hmm.
How big was the file size for Black Ops 4?
Oh,
Do
I
you
don't
remember?
I can.
Okay.
I think it was
Okay.
around. Is there a way my Blizzard launcher is actually still up?
Don't worry about. I was just talking about raw download size because it probably expanded when it's on your PC. So
Oh.
yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. Anyway, what?
Whew.
What was the grand scheme of all this? Never mind.
Video games on Chrome. Yay.
Oh
Nay?
yeah.
Yay, nay.
Yay.
Nay.
Yay.
nay.
Oh boy. All right.
As I said at the beginning, it's like the ultimate version of Flash games.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what addicting games should have been, guys.
Forgot about. What a weird thing, huh?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Whoa.
All right. So what do you
All
got for us, Taylor?
All right, so let's talk about the PlayStation 5 and the Switch 2.
Oh no.
Okay, the Switch 2 is a patent pending name, by the way. So Nintendo, if you want it, you'd have to go off me. Anyway, yeah. So recently, in an interview done with like Financial Times or something, Sony confirmed that that it's like they are working on the PS4 successor and everything, but they haven't quite called it the PS5 yet. Okay.
PS 4.2.
Kind of.
Ugh.
And then an article from a leaked source. There's like this passed through I'll be honest with you guys. This next bit of information kind of passed through a few hands before like really to like culminate in all the ideas. But anyway, the original rumor, I think this happened in like a Forbes or CNBC article that said that Nintendo. I think we might have talked about this on the podcast when Ethan was on a couple weeks ago. But it was basically the Switch is getting a planned hardware refresh, and at most it'll be a screen improvement. Was what the Forbes article did.
Yep.
And then a source that has a source that's been correct in past Nintendo leaks before apparently leaked it to Rich of Review Tech USA a few different things about the Switch 2 and what it might be. It's basically going to be an almost complete hardware overhaul internally. So they're going to have allegedly 512 gigabytes of storage, double the system memory that it has now. On top of that, a better screen. They're looking at an LED screen, the latest NVIDIA Tegra chip. I think it's like Tegra 4 or something like that at this point. And then a better AMD-based processor, better cooling solution, better battery, pretty much everything. And the credence to this being technically is that this was co-developed alongside the Switch, but they wanted to release the cheaper version of a Switch first to see if the platform would take off.
Yep.
And then to tie this all the way back to the PS5 rumors, a similar credentialed source to the Nintendo leaker, and this doesn't come from Review Tech USA, this comes from a different source. It was basically, the
Wait.
PS5.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
So similarly credentialed leaker from Sony, comparable to the Nintendo leaker. The Sony leaker leaked it to a different source, saying that the PS5 is going to be like more handheld based, similar to what the Switch is. Which then people have started forming the opinion of, this can kind of lend credence to the Switch getting a hardware refresh if Nintendo's going to have to compete with Sony for the next gen console thing.
Weird. Okay, hold on. This is really aside, but are you guys hyperlinking battle.net or is it just doing that?
Wait, what's it
In
doing?
the chat. Look at the chat. Like it just.
Yeah, battle.net. It's just when you type in battle.net,
Oh, okay. I was like.
it automatically links it.
Yeah. That's because Battle.net, you go there, it's like that's the Blizzard
That
page
is,
and whatnot.
that is the URL for it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's a lot of things to unpack. So let's try to go through this step by step. Andrew, were you on with us when we talked about what the new refresh of the Switch would be?
I was.
Okay. And it's like I remember the conclusion for the conversation was that okay, it'd be a screen at best, right? You know?
Yeah, for the Switch one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we're getting this that's basically going to be effectively a handheld console. Like, not much bad. The Tegra chip is very powerful from NVIDIA.
Yep.
It's going to
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
That's the,
So, yeah. So what do we think about that possibility?
I have a hard time believing that it was co-developed. That seems like a bad business idea.
Okay.
I'm not a businessman.
Well, maybe not co-developed necessarily. Co-prototyped is probably the better term.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. But that seems like a bad idea. but
Yeah.
I don't know. And like, I'm not sure. We'll see, right? Like,
Yeah, no, we
like,
will. We will.
like I'm just kind of baffled by it. Like, I don't know.
Just the way you said that, it's like, you know,
Yeah, it doesn't add up to
ugh.
me. Like, I know Nintendo loves their hardware refreshes, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, the new 3DS and stuff like
The
that.
new 3DS, that's all new.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
And
they've got to put new in the name.
I could see it getting just like, because we don't even know. This could just be like one of those things where all the existing Switches just get like slightly better, right, than the old ones. Kind of like the Vita like changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Or like the PS4s got smaller or whatever like that. So that's what I thought it was. But this is interesting that now they're talking about being like a new, like that's a way better chip, right? Like the
like it'd be
significantly more powerful.
It'd be pretty much a handheld PS4.
Which would be nuts, like, right?
Yeah, which would be nuts. Yeah, it'd be a handheld PS4. If not, it'd be like between a PS4 and PS4 Pro type thing. It'd be a handheld version of that.
Yeah.
Which, okay, just it's like it is technically possible. Like all the things.
Explode though, like, right? It's gonna get way too.
Yeah, apparently they've worked out a cooling solution for it.
Okay.
My Switch gets pretty loud sometimes.
Oh yeah, that fan goes ham. That fan goes ham.
It does.
But like, it is technically sound. Like all the hardware he's describing, it's like yes, this can fit in the form factor of a Switch.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sure.
That's fine. That's not an issue. There's no issues there.
Yeah.
Yeah, from that perspective. And then, okay, I guess the only way I could see this kind of working, so to speak, is if it went the way of like PS4 and PS4 Pro. That's the only way I can see this working. So it's like this new alleged device would be like a Switch Pro or whatever. So you know, people really want a more powerful piece of hardware, can go get it. But we're still gonna release just Switch games. If you have the Switch Pro, it's gonna look and play a little bit better and whatnot. But you know, your old Switch is still perfectly fine to play these games.
Yeah.
That's the only way I see it succeeding, because I don't think, because okay, this little handheld console would have to be like around 400 though. That's the thing. So we're looking at an already $100 price increase from the Switch, and only it would be less. It would only be like 2 years since the Switch, 2 or 3 years since the Switch. So
that's I mean that's kind of a short time, right?
Yeah, it is.
I don't really see what they can kind of improve apart from like the whole screen, like display and all that kind of stuff. Like that's kind of all they can do, because the Switch is in handheld mode, it's pretty slim as it is. And if they were to go down like a slimmer route, they'd have to redesign the controllers to make them fit a slimmer console or like a slimmer handheld unit. I mean, all they can really do is increase the specs of the console. Maybe, you know, take out the whole noise that it makes when it gets overheated or whatever. Like when it comes under strain. As far as I mean, I don't really see the need for them to put up the price $100. But as
I mean, it's just like more powerful components and whatnot. It's like, granted, they are cheaper than they would have been when Nintendo was developing
it. But if it's handheld only, then you're kind of
Yeah.
cutting out the whole port and everything for it. So maybe it'll stay the same. I don't know.
Well, it wouldn't be a handheld only though. It would ship as a normal Switch. So you know, you'd have the dock and everything and whatnot.
Okay. I thought it was handheld only. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Switch
yeah.
U.
Switch U.
Yeah.
Oh god.
probably. Switch up, man. And now it's
Switch.
a
No, mate.
different
Well, the whole
That'd
thing.
be a fun name for it. The Switch Up.
They were supposed to go NX, Nintendo NX. Remember? So maybe it'll be the
my
Switch
check now.
NX.
Okay.
pay me, Nintendo.
Yeah, that'd be. Yeah, Andrew. Hire Andrew for some marketing advice. Yeah. That'd be a fun job. But anyway. So yeah, which is why it's like I did say it's like it is important that it is technically sound what he's doing, and yeah, it is like you can fit all these upgrades into the form factor of the Switch with modern computing, like type thing.
Yeah.
It's like, especially by the time 2019, 2020 hits, when this would realistically be a thing, it's like yes, it is possible. It would have been a stretch, if not impossible, just in 2017. But that also gives you guys an idea of how fast these things actually, like how fast technology shrinks.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, your phone has more memory than a 2008 gaming laptop.
True.
For what it's worth. Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Phones are expensive, man.
Yeah.
I reckon.
I don't know. I'm having a
But
hard
anyway.
time believing this Switch.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just like searching this on the quick like Google. People are just like, yeah, new Switch. Like they're talking about like it's a real thing.
Oh yeah, I know.
Someone's got a
This has been-
Switch mini garbage thing, and I'm like, what is
God.
happening, dude? Like,
What? Okay.
yeah, like,
Look, just go to JB Hi-Fi, see a Switch there for $450, and have your spirit crushed, and then you'll be right.
whoa, ah.
Yeah.
That'll get rid of all of the rumors. No, not really.
You okay, Andrew?
Sorry.
What happened?
Okay.
Bad played on me, like really loud music. I was not cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Rickety
Yeah,
Kid,
I
they
don't
can
know.
improve the Joy-Con motion controls and the joysticks. Apparently.
Dude, I mean, I don't like the way the Joy-Con feel that much, but yeah, I'm definitely.
My one
into
qualm
that.
with them is that they're too tiny. That's my
Yeah, they're
one problem.
tiny, and my hands aren't even that big, but like they're tiny.
Oh. I have massive
Yeah.
hands, so it's like they suck. But
Yeah, I could see it being really a problem for like tall people and like big hands.
yeah, it's just like, yeah. This is one of those things I'm kind of going back and forth on. Like, it's like, okay, most likely it would go the way of like a Switch Pro, all of like a PS4 to PS4 Pro type thing.
yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
only way I could see it succeeding. That would probably be what Nintendo would end up doing and whatnot. But just like at the same time, I don't know. I would kind of, it's like, I would still lend more credence to the screen thing, to just the screen thing.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, okay, there's the second half of this to tackle, right? The PS5, or codename PS5, okay, for conversation's sake, PS5,
Yeah.
being a handheld similar to the Switch.
Oh, that's where I got
What do
handheld.
we... Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, what do we think about that?
I don't think it's
I don't know.
not
Okay.
a chance. I don't know.
Not a chance? Not a
Not a
chance?
chance.
Okay.
Zero chance.
They're gonna keep doing consoles. They always will. Maybe
the
they'll.
way, the way that the PS4 sold, like, there's clearly a market for like
Okay.
big screen TV gaming and
Yeah.
like, not to say the Switch can't do that, right? But
Right. Yeah.
um,
But it's just
Yeah.
like the dedicated home system and whatnot. Yeah.
yeah, and like the Switch doesn't even have like Netflix on it and stuff like that. So
Right.
I mean,
not that you don't
I
have
don't know.
Netflix on 800 other things. But
yeah.
I don't
Nintendo's.
know. Go ahead.
Nintendo's different because like they don't sell TVs, they don't sell DVD players, they don't sell all that stuff.
Yeah.
So if Sony is gonna do like cut out the whole console thing and just do handheld, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot. Because if you buy a brand new console that's like 4.5K or something, instead of 4K, it's 4.5K. You know, the next step after 4K, then they're gonna want to upsell their TVs and all that kind of stuff. So it's a great
it's like-
marketing tactic for them.
Yeah, it removes like a business opportunity for Sony because, like, you could do like a bundle with a Sony PlayStation 5 with a Sony 4K TV with
Yeah.
a Sony soundbar and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Package it all up for like $1,500, and
Yeah.
it's just like it wouldn't be a bad idea. I think, honestly, I think they're kind of doing their own like.
Handheld console.
I do agree that I don't see them departing completely from the home console thing. Like, I don't see them departing completely. But at the same time, they've realized how powerful and, like, how popular the Switch platform is from their primary domestic competitor over in Japan, which is Nintendo, At least in the gaming department. And it's like, I could see this maybe being a rumored, this could be a next-gen PS Vita, or a sort of an NVIDIA Shield tablet type thing, where it streams from, it's like a dedicated like stream from PS5 to a handheld, and you just take the handheld wherever.
What if they do
And then-
like a like what the Switch has done, where it's like got a home console base and a kind of portable tablet? That way they could kind of do both and keep
Well, that's what the
upselling
Shield
TVs
tablet
and
thing
all
would be.
That, yeah,
Yeah.
That's what,
Yeah, that's what the Shield tablet
Yeah,
would be.
true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Just okay.
Come on, Andrew, you're on a podcast.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. So it's
Let's
like,
just
I'm joking.
give me the one box for everything, please.
Yeah.
yeah.
You
Make
know?
it simple.
Yeah, I have
It's
the
called a
PC.
PC.
Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
say
I
it's called a
have the
PC, yeah.
old PC, but Sony and Nintendo don't want to put their stuff there.
Right.
They gotta
Yeah,
buy
it's
their
like
stuff.
it's like 3DS selling their. It's like Nintendo selling the 3DS without a charger. What?
Hey,
That was so dumb, by the way. That was
They've
so
been
dumb, by the
doing,
way.
they do that in Japan all the time.
That's just they do it here. Like you buy a 3DS,
Oh,
it
really?
doesn't come with a charger. It's
That
just
was that was
dumb.
such a new thing for
Yeah.
me as an
For
American.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, for us as Americans, because like
Mhm.
I remember I got a new 3DS for my birthday one year.
Mhm.
It's just really like, oh, I can't wait to play it. Shipped out with like 20% charge. Okay, it's like, oh, let me go get the charger. I don't have the charger. What?
Did you sell? Yeah.
You're impeaching on my freedom.
Don't tread on me, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, general consensus here about the PS5 seems to be, it won't be. It's like, if anything, it would be like a little streaming tablet to go with it. If anything.
Maybe.
Yeah, if anything.
Yeah. Okay. If they're gonna have a portable version of it, I think they'll
Yeah.
it'd be like a, what's a good size? Like a 10 inches, 10 inch.
8, 9-inch maybe.
Yeah, make that,
Yeah.
and then have it hook up nicely with your controller and stuff like that. I think that
Okay.
would be smart, but I also think that would be a lot. So I don't know if people are
the
gonna
whole
want to pay that.
Yeah, as strange as it is like, honestly, if you want to know like the average, like why the average size of like tablet devices and everything has overall gotten smaller over the years, it's because it's like, and this has been no way sexist. This is actual an observed trend and everything. It honestly it correlates to average purse size of a population.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I carry like a messenger bag with me, like a
Yeah.
biking bag, and like I don't want a gigantic thing in there that's heavy. Like I'll throw
Right.
I'll throw that in there with the case, so I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
that's
it
the
goes
thing.
like smaller than that. It's like women's purses, you know?
No, I
It's
know.
like-
Yeah. I
okay,
remember
yeah.
when my when one of my family members bought the iPad Mini. I was like, dang, that thing's tiny. I don't
Yeah.
think they make that anymore, do they? But
I don't think so. No, has it?
It was-
No, they've shrinked the size of the normal iPad, and then
Yeah, they
they've
just shrunk
shrunk
it
the
around,
size
yeah.
of the iPad Pro a little bit, also.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
I think
And that's the
I
other
think-
that's the other thing as well. Like if you're traveling overseas, you don't want to be hulking around a massive, great big, tablet and controller and blah blah blah.
right, exactly.
So
phones have gotten bigger, so I don't.
Yeah. I mean,
Weird
phones
world.
have never like breached like
The
the 10-inch
pocket
tablet
size.
mark before.
No,
you know?
well, I mean,
I think the maximum size a phone has gotten to is like 7 inches, and that was back
That's-
in.
massive.
Yeah, it is. It was like some crazy Samsung phone back in
1920.
2012. Back in 2012.
Yeah.
So. Anyway. All right, so that's the rumor mill for this week, I guess. That's
Stir it up.
yeah, absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So, let's see. Past game news, we got some movie news. You guys have heard of a director named James Gunn, right?
No.
A little bit.
Okay, yeah, just a little bit. Well, James Gunn of Guardians of the Galaxy fame has apparently been rumored. Okay, I say rumored, but this is more of like a teased thing more than anything by both Gunn himself and other people in the DC production area. James Gunn is set to allegedly direct and help write Suicide Squad 2.
What a downgrade. Like, hey man, you remember that really good movie you were working on? Hey, why don't you go work on this really bad movie? Probably.
Well, the thing is, he has the power to make it good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, yeah.
I don't know. DC's bad movies.
Okay, that's
Yes, agreed.
Okay, well, I mean, couldn't the argument be made that they just needed like a good production person? Because
I mean, one could
While I
say
don't-
that. But
while I don't have the hate for Zack Snyder that so many other people have, it's just like they're kind of missing that big like star power director that Marvel always seems to have.
I guess, but I mean, they made so many movies and they're all bad.
Yeah, true.
First up, they need a new Joker. 'cause-
At what point they are doing a new Joker, right? Are you?
Yeah,
doing
but I
another
mean,
one?
I mean, is it going to be the same dude who did the last one in Suicide Squad?
Yeah, it'd be
2?
Jared Leto. It'd be
No,
Jared
it's-
Leto.
Oh, for the suicide. So they're having multiple Jokers and stuff going on.
Are they? Wait, I haven't.
No,
heard.
no, no. So what? So they're doing a Joker origin story, which is going to be
Yeah.
a different actor.
Yeah.
And then they're doing Suicide Squad, which is going to have the normal Joker, which is Jared Leto, apparently.
Oh, weird.
Oh, I don't know if Suicide Squad 2 Joker will be the same then. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
I haven't.
Okay, cool.
Well,
That's
it would
good,
have to
Clark.
be, right?
I
That'd
don't
be kinda
like him.
jarring.
So,
But
Be
two
a little bit
different.
jarring.
I mean, whatever.
What?
There's
DC,
multiple-
whatever.
There's multiple universes in all these things, right? So like
Yeah,
theoretically,
yeah.
they could just exist on their own.
yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so based on the initial reactions I got when I brought up this topic, I think I already know the answer to the question, but I think I'm going to ask it anyway.
Do it.
You don't think James Gunn will make a difference? It's just like
No.
DC will always be inherently bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm-
Wonder Woman was good.
Yeah.
I've not seen that, but I've
That's
heard.
good. That was good.
Oh, it's really good.
It's
It's really
good.
good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Except for the first act. But, yeah, like
Yeah.
the first act is not great. And
Yeah.
yeah. But once it ramps up, it goes good. Anyway,
Mm.
all right. So would you at least give? Did we all see Suicide Squad here?
Yes.
No, I don't want to watch
Okay.
that.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I saw it.
I watched the Batman versus Superman. I don't know why I did that. I
I
watched it
actually
like years
didn't
ago.
mind that.
It was
I
like
went to the
5
midnight
hours long.
premiere of
I
that.
had no idea what happened. Someone's doing something bad. I don't know. It made no sense.
I went to the midnight premiere of Batman versus Superman, and I was. I don't want to say
I'm
disappointed, but
pissed.
You were
it was
crying, weren't you,
not.
Taylor?
It was not worth the. It was not worth the midnight premiere.
You were crying when it was Why Did You Say Her Name?
Right. It's so... that movie.
That's so, yeah, it's dumb. Like, I liked Man of Steel, the first one.
Oh, I hated that movie.
Oh,
To
really?
be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
I hated
worries.
that movie.
I didn't mind
Yeah.
it. Like, it was nothing spectacular, but it wasn't bad. And I liked how they kind of introduced the new whole Superman and all that kind of stuff. Because he's a good actor for it. But they just need to kill Suicide Squad. Just kill it.
I mean, they've already like made those characters, right? They've already established what these characters are, and like they are not great characters.
No.
Right.
I don't, like the Joker. Is
Well,
really weird.
I mean, in the whole Arrowverse, like when you watch Arrow, they've got all different
Oh, sure.
actors for like Deadshot and who's the other one, Banshee or whatever it is. Who's the sword one? The sword woman? What's her name?
I know who you're talking about. I have no.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Kabuki or something.
Yeah, something like that. You
Yeah,
know, they got all
it's,
different. They got all different actors in the Flashverse and the Arrowverse and all that.
Sure.
Yet you jump to the
Oh,
movies
that's
and they're
right,
all
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Port McCross, keep them the same. Then it'd be cool.
That's
You know,
so
that-
much money in like contracting though.
Yeah,
Like
I
you have to sign. Like Deadshot in Suicide Squad was Will Smith, right? Just like
Yeah.
you have to sign Will Smith on a long-term TV and movie contract.
Yeah,
that is a very fat wallet that you gotta have. You know.
I don't think they needed Will Smith personally for
No,
that.
No, I'm just saying.
They could have taken the people from the Arrowverse and put them in. That way they're only TV show actors. They're not major movie actors, so they're kind of
Right.
less pay kind of thing. They could have
Yeah.
saved money that way as well.
Yeah, that would have been the more financially viable
Yeah.
option.
But
They went for the middle of the road financial option, where instead of saving money, instead of spending all their money, they kind of like, okay, let's
Relax.
spend a bit and let's save a bit. Yeah,
we don't care
They-
about this.
yeah, they did the in between.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna make those movies make money no matter what.
Right.
Whatever.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, if you imagine if Infinity War had a flopped, they spent so much on that.
All right, but we knew that wasn't gonna flop.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if DC spent the money that they spent on Infinity War,
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I mean, they spent a lot of money on Batman vs Superman. I'm sure.
yeah, true.
And like it didn't economically flop either. That's the thing.
No, no,
like,
it
it's
did
still.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
It was
yeah.
just like it critically flopped.
Oh
Not
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they've had any like money
Major
flop.
Major failures. No.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, critically yes, but not
Yeah.
not what actually matters to them.
Mm.
Right. Right. And if you're wondering why DC doesn't stop making movies, it's because they still make money off them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's like it's not that hard to understand, people.
Yeah.
It's like as long as they break even, then
As long as they make a couple of thousand, they're happy.
yeah. All right, so that's movie news. So James Gunn will not be the savior of the DC universe then. Okay.
No.
All right.
If you,
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair,
I don't know.
fair
It's so
enough.
funny that like I still can't get over they took him from like one more like comic book thing and just putting him in a different.
Guardians
Like
of the
he was,
Galaxy to DC.
Yeah, he doesn't have any like ties to like comic books outside of like Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
No,
I don't think so now.
no, he doesn't.
Okay, just
Yeah. He used to be a comedian. He
I don't think
used
that
to
went
not only
very
be
well
a,
for him.
he used to not only be a comedian, but he also used. Well, no, I'm serious. Like he did used to be a comedian, and then he also used to direct like really.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, no. He Okay, to be honest, he used to be a comedian, then he tried directing porn for a little bit, and then he blended the two and made a decently funny, like, mini-series on YouTube that you can go look up called, PG Porn. Okay?
Maybe.
No thanks, I'm good. Thanks for the offer, but no.
Anthony
okay,
doesn't
it's-
like his porn PG. Okay.
Okay,
He needs
okay.
it
Oh my
hardcore. R.
It's something called, like,
That
PG
is
porn
so
or, like,
bad.
family-friendly porn or something like that, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it on, oh, what was it? I think it was on Tosh.0.
Hmm.
That where they showed one of these videos, and it was really funny. But anyway, okay. Alright, so, moving to anime news. Do you guys want to talk about a voice actress and a game? Or sexual assault?
Oh, for goodness.
Oh, gee, man, those are two sides of the coin.
I know.
Gee, let's keep it happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, voice actress it is. Yeah. Okay, so, Haruka Tomatsu. Famous Japanese voice actress, okay? You probably know her from some stuff.
Who,
She
what
voices
one?
Asuna. Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Okay. She voices Asuna from SAO,
Yep.
Zero 2 from Darling with Frames, Haru from Persona 5, both in-game and during the show, Mina from Pokemon Sun and Moon, Jessica from Pokemon X and Y, Nishiro from Tokyo Ghoul. You know, you've probably seen something that she's in
Yeah.
I
at
do
some
want to
point.
watch Tokyo Ghoul. That's-
Some people like it, some of them don't. It's like I thought it was kind of weird. It's
Sorry.
Anyway, no, it's fine. She is set to be one of the 11 voice actresses you can choose to voice Catherine in Catherine Full Body. This comes to the slightly related piece of news that Catherine Full Body, like Collector's Edition, will have a piece of DLC you can download that will let you choose which voice you want Catherine to speak as.
I thought you were
And-
gonna say that pre-order bonus had like a full body pillow for a second. Anyway.
That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me.
Wait, so that's a new game, right? That's not the remake of the old one?
It's kind of in between. Like
Okay.
it is a remaster of the old Catherine game, but it's also like has this new piece of like expansion added to it. So it's like there's a third character now to it.
Okay.
So it's
weird.
kind of a new game. It's like a new
Okay.
game built inside and on top of the old game.
Interesting. Okay.
And full body refers to wine.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Right where my
yeah.
mind went.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm so waiting for like a pre-order bonus to be a body pillow one day.
Oh, I'm sure it's had. There were some really weird ones.
Okay.
Those like Gal Gun. Did you ever see those pre-order bonuses?
Yes, I have. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
those are
Okay.
really weird and creepy.
Yeah. But anyway, so I guess bigger question to ask about this is, and it's like, why is this anime news? You're talking about a game, anime voice actress. But anyway, yes. What do you think of the concept of being able to like choose which voice a main story character would have? You know, what do you guys think about that? Is that a feature you'd like to see maybe in something else?
Yeah, I think it's pretty neat. I think it's not really targeted toward the United States audience as much as probably as a fan audience, but
Yeah.
in this case particularly. But I think it's neat. Like it's kind of like when I was playing like Assassin's Creed or whatever. Like you pick the girl, you pick the guy,
Pick the dude.
right?
Yeah.
And the
yeah.
girl has like by far way better voice acting.
Does she? Okay.
Yeah, like she's great. She does an awesome job voice acting. Whereas like I heard some from the guy, he just sounds like an idiot. And like he's just hamming it up. It's like imagine like someone trying to do like a fake like Spartan accent. It's like
Good job, buddy.
Oh, really? It's like their best Gerard Butler impression.
He's
that they can...
hamming. Like a lot of people have.
Okay.
There's some bad voice acting in that game. Like people are just
Okay.
hamming it up. It's ridiculous. It's hilarious. But
It's like they're channeling 300 constantly.
they get into it. Like I wish I was in the VO booth when they were going. I would've
If
laughed.
you want shocking voice acting, play Just Cause 2. That is so bad.
Oh,
That is
my
so
name
bad.
is Bolo Santosi or whatever. That shit from it's like the Reaper leader. Oh,
Oh,
god,
she's
that's
so
ingrained in
bad.
my head. That scene is ingrained in my head.
But yeah, I think it's neat. Like choosing your voice actor. I don't know.
It's a neat idea.
Yeah, it's just neat. Like that's a lot of people to choose from now. It's not like you have to be locked in, right? You can just change it.
Oh yeah, I think you can change it on the fly.
Oh, that's cool then. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, we've kind of seen it happening for quite some time. As far as you know, in even Tiger Woods kind of stuff, you got different voices and whatnot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So
it's like in some RPGs you can choose like the pitch of your voice and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I think in
remember,
Fallout 4 you can completely change your voice as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we've kind of seen it done before, and it's kind of a direction that is kind of where gaming is going. So I mean, it gives people more choice, which is good.
It's neat to get like some like famous people to do it as well. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like if you really like this actress or you like another actor or whatever, it's cool. I think that's fun.
Yeah. No, I'm a.
You know,
it's like
it
I like
does
all
bring
of
up
these
the
series, so.
question though, like it brings up the question is like, will it play differently with different voice actors? You know, like not necessarily play completely differently, but like, is it one voice actor is like tonally different than a different
Oh,
one?
like,
You know
okay.
what I'm
So it's like,
saying?
do you think you'll get like a different interpretation or meaning of
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
character based on what voice actors? I can see that. I
Yeah.
can see that. You know.
So that'd be interesting if people like collectively think this one is like the best one, but then other people have like, you know, their little favorites.
Yeah, you have like a
Like-
best girl war over the same girl.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's just adding
Yeah.
more weirdness to Catherine.
Yeah, that'd be a little bit insane. This is so yeah. Just to clarify, this is obviously for the Japanese version of it.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I don't know if the English version will be getting a similar treatment. I can't think of like 11 prominent female voice actresses from the U.S. though.
There's a good amount, but
Yeah, there is.
I don't know. I don't think they do that.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. And it's like further to your point, Andrew. It's just like the English dub of Asuna from SAO, who this lady also who the Japanese voice actress voices the Japanese version of Asuna, as previously mentioned, is like she comes off a bit differently than the Japanese one does.
Sure. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it's just like you get a different minor idea, or it's like you get kind of a different idea of her. So yeah, that's definitely valid.
It's
Waiting
neat,
for the day. Oh, what's up?
Oh, just it's neat. It's a neat concept.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
It would. You see, I wish someone had thought of this sooner. It would have been fun to like play, or it's like in Metal Gear Solid 5, switch between like David Hayter and was it Kiefer Sutherland who
Yeah.
did?
Keep yourself
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Granted, it's like I do like Kiefer Sutherland's work in 5. Like I think he did a great job. It's hard to beat David Hayter.
I mean, like it's like two opposites. Like David Hayter, like kind of hammy, right, and like
Yeah.
a little ridiculous over the top, and like
Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland was. As much as I love Hayter, it's a little over the top. But then like some of it you barely hear him talk.
Right. It's like what
Tell
few
him.
lines Venom Snake had in Metal Gear Solid 5. It was
Telling your horse to poop. Do it.
Right, exactly. Go do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's easier to imagine Keith Sutherland's voice telling a horse to poop than it would be David Hayter's. It's like you got do it versus do it. You know, kind of like this suave.
Yeah. He's like deep.
Yeah. Or the voice, like different voice actresses for quiet.
He did
I just
what is it? Snake Eater, didn't he? David Hayter.
he did all of them except for 5.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which yeah. Yeah, that would have been a fun little switch, to be honest.
Yeah.
Kojima, come on.
Get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, get on it. Okay. So, yeah, that wraps up the anime news part. I don't see any, like, community questions, or I'm sorry, we got games releasing first.
Yeah.
What's this week have in store for us?
Gee, just forget about me, why not?
I'm sorry.
So, we...
My Discord window was covering it.
Sure.
Topic.
So, for the next couple of days, nothing much is coming out. However, on October the 16th, LEGO DC Supervillains is coming to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Now, my question is Telltale Games doing that?
I
No,
don't
I
think
don't
so.
think they've been doing those for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
think-
right. They
Uh-huh.
passed off, that's right.
Okay.
And probably the most looked forward to, or the most hyped game for this week is Starlink Battle for Atlas. It's going to
okay.
PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch on October the 16th as well.
Play it on Switch so you get Star Fox.
Yeah.
True, you do get Star Fox. You also get a fun chip to do what whatever you're supposed to do with that thing.
True.
Yeah.
Do a barrel
Yeah.
roll. The
Do a
hunt,
barrel.
which isn't
Sorry.
actually a barrel roll, but anyway. The Hunter Call of the Wild 2019 is going to PC, PS4, and Xbox One on October the 16th as well. Warriors Orochi 4 is going to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, also on October the 16th. Valkyria Chronicles is going to Nintendo Switch on October 16th. Heavy Fire Red Shadow is going to PC, PS4, PSVR, and Xbox One on October the 16th as well. For Honor Marching Fire DLC is going to PC, PS4, and Xbox One, also on October the 16th. NBA 2K Playgrounds 2 is going to PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, also on October the 16th. Siberia 3 is going to Nintendo Switch on October the 18th. Heliophobia is going to PC on October 18th. AI War 2 is going to Steam Early Access on October the 18th as well. Resonance of Fate is also going to PC on October the 18th. The Room is going to Nintendo Switch on October the 18th. Sinner Sacrifice for Redemption is going to PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch on October the 18th. Moto Racer 4 is going to Nintendo Switch on October the 18th. There's a lot to go this week.
Wow.
Return of the Obra Dinn is going to PC on October the 18th. Dark Souls Remastered is going to Nintendo Switch on October the 19th.
Finally. Okay.
Dark Souls
Finally.
Trilogy is going to PS4 and Xbox One on October the 19th, which is US and Asia only. World War 3 is going to Steam Early Access on
Ooh.
October the 19th as well.
Ooh, okay.
What's
You
World War
interested in that, eh?
It's like a Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3-esque type thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Might have to check that out.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be free to play or if it's like $30.
No, I think there's a cost to entry for it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur 6 is going to PC, PS4, and Xbox One, also on October the 19th. Legend of Evil is going to PC and Switch on October the 19th. And finally, Football Manager 2019 Beta
Yes!
is going to PC on October the 19th. And that is it for this week.
Oh, I just want to add, it's TT Games does the Lego game, Traveler's Tales, not Telltale. Very close.
Really?
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah,
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, I was because that bugged me. I was like, did
Yeah, TT Games,
Traveler's
that's right.
Tales still exists?
yeah.
Oh wait, they
Only-
did crash. They did crash.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
And they
Yeah.
do all the Lego stuff.
I'm pretty sure they did. They,
No, I
they
don't.
at least helped on Crash. I remember.
No,
Naughty Dog did Crash.
they Blue Point Studios, I think, did that.
Oh,
Wait, what
okay.
are they? Telltale? No, not Telltale.
Traveler's
Traveler's Tales.
Oh boy, here we go.
Even though we
Get the Doodle
here,
Machine.
guys.
Oh.
Here we
Huh?
go.
Studio. Oh boy.
They do all Lego.
God,
Yeah,
what is
okay.
the Game now.
They do. Wait, so they did. Yeah.
Literally all they've done for a while is Lego.
Yeah, just Lego stuff.
3D Blast,
Oh, I
Mickey
swear it
Mania,
is.
Bionicle. They did Crash Twin Sanity,
Oh, Vicarious.
There we go. Okay.
Sonic
Other
Crash
game.
Bandicoot, whatever that is. What is that? Oh, the Wrath of Cortex,
There are so many Lego games. Oh my god.
Pugsy, Toy Story, Transformers the game. They did a lot.
Yep.
Monkey
Wow,
Ball.
okay, this is like
A lot of stuff.
they're like very like family friendly oriented.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Hmm.
All right, so I don't see any community questions anywhere. Let me just double check our Discord really quick also. But yeah, no, I don't see it. So is there anything you guys have as some sort of like topic that happened this past week, something you'd want to bring up to get through a little bit?
No, I do want to bring up that I'll plug. I'm doing an Extra Life stream, so keep an eye on the site.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna
Oh,
post
okay.
about Extra Life. It's going on November 3rd. That's the game day. I'm probably just gonna stream. What I'm thinking is streaming myself and then breaking into the podcast for a nice break for me. of games.
Oh, okay, very nice.
And then continuing on. So
Good
it's my
stuff.
idea right now.
Okay.
So keep an eye on the site for that more information.
Awesome.
Very cool. Very cool.
Mhm.
And is that a 24-hour stream type thing?
Yeah, 24 hours, all for the little kiddos.
Oh wow, good luck.
Are you
For the
dedicating yourself
children.
to like one game or?
No, I think I'm gonna get a schedule out. I'm not quite sure what I want because there's gonna be a lot of games out by that time, November 3rd. Like, so I think I'm just gonna like block off a few hours for like games I want to either check out or continue like playing. Like, you know, Red Dead's gonna be out. How I'm gonna play it.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
think so.
Nice.
We'll
Man,
see. We'll see.
I remember back on the PC Mar stream thing, I was slated to do an extra live stream, but then they shut down the whole stream team before, like the day before it happened. I was like, oh, well, my Saturday is now clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it should
Anyway.
be fun. Maybe some old games too. I got a pretty easy setup here to capture, so I should be able to
Nice.
All right.
play some
Very
old
cool.
well.
Should try and drag some other people into it as well. Like
Yeah.
jump in
I'd
some
love
co-op
to.
games or whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I'm always
If I
down.
did my PC up, we should do like Black Ops or something. Yeah.
Yeah, some Black Ops. It'd be good to get like some Warhammer Vermintide too, maybe.
Oh yeah, that game is
Ooh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Game's on sale, like $10.
Okay.
It looks interesting.
You should bring me on stream and I can teach you how to play Eve for a couple hours.
Oh
Oh,
no.
It'll take way long. It'll take all stream for that one.
No, do
Yeah.
not do it.
All right, Andrew, where can people find you? Also on my
Guys.
Twitter and whatnot.
You can all find me on places around the web at Duronsky, Duronski, even here on Twitch. So if you see my name in the chat, say hi.
All right, very cool, very cool. Anthony, any plugs or anything? COG is your life, right?
Yeah, about that. We did
Okay.
one thing I do want to say is we had quite a few viewers this week. We had up to 12, which was great to see. It's
Quite
one
a
of-
few what?
viewers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had 12,
Oh, wow.
12 people
Yeah,
watching
thanks-
at one stage.
Thanks for
Alright,
watching,
so-
guys.
Definitely.
Yeah, thanks for all your support. I recognize part of you, or it's like at least Ricky or whatever in the
Ricky
chat.
Kid.
Yeah, Ricky
Kid's
Kid.
been
I
here,
recognize his
yeah.
name. He's been here a few weeks.
Yeah.
Road. Yeah.
So thanks very much for coming over and checking us out. Do appreciate it.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Hmm.
All right. And then, okay, on Twitter, you can find me at Infurious Electron. I started tweeting more and more often.
Okay.
And it's not just... Huh?
About Corsair.
I've noticed it's like angry tweets at Corsair.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I do that is because I'll like type something into my support ticket, right? Give them a reasonable amount of time to respond. You know, they slate their max response time is 2 days. I give them 2.5 business days. Okay. And if they don't say anything, it's like, oh well, time to take to Twitter. Within an hour of a tweet
you
going
get a
out on
response.
average. Yeah, I did a response. It's like, so I don't think I'm doing it unreasonably. I'm just trying to get things moving along, you know? Yeah.
Fair
And
enough.
then, yeah, past that, got nothing else. Oh, I will be on Retro Rumble this Friday. It's like 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time that it starts, I believe, and which is 2 hours before this podcast starts.
Yep.
So,
It's on Friday, right?
Yeah.
You said.
yeah, it's on Friday. So check me out there. I know Aiden's coming on there with me, and we're going to talk about Kingdom Hearts.
Oh no.
Ah.
Run as
Yeah.
far as you can.
Yeah, so this is, I don't want to say it'll be a long one, but because I think we do have like a harder cap time limit, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I
Was it like
enforce
2
that.
hours, right? It's like 2 hours, right?
At 1
Yeah,
hour and 1 hour and 30 minutes usually.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, either way is fine. But either way is fine. But yeah, so that's gonna be happening on Friday. I'm kind of excited for it. Yeah. So
Awesome.
yeah, check it out there, and then of course, Power Up Podcast with episode 42. You know, the life, the universe, everything episode will be the next day. Same great time, same great place. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys next week.
Enjoy.